Hi everyone. So today I'm here with the new topics and we are going to work on the completing the square, which is a very important topic for living cert exam. So basically we know that there are two formulas for the square. One of them is a plus b whole square, and if you'll expand this you'll get a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now similarly we can write a minus b whole square will be equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now these two formulas are very important and you have to remember that. So if something is given in this form, you can write in the simplest form in the square form, a plus b whole square. If something is given in this form, you can write here as a minus b whole square. Now what we will learn in this topic, so the first thing we will learn that if any quadratic equation, something like x square minus 6x plus 10, if something is given in this form, how I can make this in something like a square plus any constant value. So this is the we have written this quadratic equation in the square format. There's another two things you will learn from here. We will learn about maximum or minimum point coordinates, or you can say points, the coordinates of any quadratic equation. And third things you learn, you can directly solve it by putting this equation equal to 0. Okay, so I will start with the easiest question, and which is x square minus 6x plus 8. So right now this is a expression, so we can't say solve it. So just I have to express this in the square format, and there are three things you have to remember. First thing you have to write is you need the coefficient of x square as 1. That is the first step, which is given here. Okay, now second thing is you have to multiply and divide the second term by 2, and third things is whatever you are getting here, you have to add the square of it. In this case it is 6 here, so okay, so you have to write the square of this, and also you need to subtract the square of it to the equation. Okay, so these are the three steps which we will use to solve, to make a complete square. Now this question, so what I will do, the first thing is already clear, we don't have any coefficient for x square, so I can write x square, I will write minus, and I will write 6 here. I will give a gap so that I can multiply and divide by 2, and I will write 8 here because I have to write the addition of this square and subtraction also. Now the second we have already done the first step, which is coefficient of x square is 1. Now what I will do, I will multiply it by 2, and I will divide this number by 2. So there will be no change because 2 divided by 2 will give you 1. Okay, now you have to look at this. What is this? 6 over 2, which is 3. Okay, so I have to add a square of 3, so 3 square, and I have to also subtract a square of 3. This is my third step. So this is the second step, this is your third step. And let's see what we can write here. X square, can I write 2 dot 3 dot, which is multiplication, the dot means multiplication here, plus 9 minus 9 plus 8. Now you can see that this you can complete the square. Actually this is a square minus 2ab, and this is your b square. So you can write directly here x minus 3 whole square, and this you can write minus 1. So what I have done here, I have completed the square. So this, by using these 3 steps, I have completed the square of this quadratic equation. Now the second question you will get is to solve this quadratic equation. So for solving, we need to put this equal to 0, which means you have to put this equal to 0 here. So can I write x minus 3 whole square is equal to 1? Okay, now you have to take under root both sides. So I am taking under root both sides, and when you are taking under root of any number, you have to write plus minus. So this is x minus 3, okay, and here you have to write plus minus 1. Okay, now the next step would be shift minus 3 to another side, which will give you 3 plus minus 1. Take one time positive, so you will get x is equal to 4, and take one time negative, you will get x is equal to 2. So these two are the roots of the quadratic equation. You could have used the minus b formula to get this value, but we have used the completing the square format. Okay, so I have squared this quadratic equation, and then I try to find the solution, which is the root of the quadratic equation. Now I will talk about what is the importance of this. Okay, so the question was x square minus 6x plus 8. Okay, and after completing the square, we got like this: x minus 3 whole square minus 1. Okay, let's put them into form of a quadratic equation, not expression. Okay, and we got the roots as x is equal to 4 and x is equal to 2. Now here I have plotted the graph of this quadratic equation, and I am going to interpret my answer. You can see that this is my completing the square format, and this is the roots of. So what is the meaning of the roots? The roots means the function is cutting the x-axis at x equal to 2, which is this point, and x is equal to 4, which is this form. Okay, now what do you mean by this form? How we can utilize this form? This means that the point of minima or maxima, the coordinates of the y is minus 1. So here the equation, the graph is upward, so we will always get point of minima. So this coordinate is minus 1, and if you put x minus 3 equal to 0, you will get x equal to 3. So the coordinates of point of minimum is 3 comma minus 1, which is we are here. So this is your minus 3, this is your minus 1, and this is your 3. So the completing the square can give you the coordinates of minima or maxima, and also it can give you the roots of the equation. So this is very important. The completing the square is very important. To find the minimum, you can also find the square, the roots of the equation. So now I'm going to do a little bit difficult question where you have a coefficient. Okay, here you can see that the coefficient is not 1. So in that case, what I have to do? So the first step, take 2, and also I have given in this equation form, not the equation form. So I will take factor. So can I take outside 2? So here it will be x square. If I'm taking 2 as a common, it will be 5 over 2 x, and here it will be 3 over 2. This is the first step where I'm trying to make the coefficient of x square 1. So right now the coefficient of x square is 1. Now the next step is, so I don't have to do anything with 2. Now I will write x square and I will follow the second step. I will write minus and I will write 5 over 2x here, and I will write separately 3 over 2 here. Okay, now the second step is multiply and divide by 2. So I will multiply this by 2 and I will divide the middle one by 2. Okay, now we'll focus on this. What is this? This is actually 5 over 4. So I have to take the square of this and I will add it here. 5 over 4 square, and I will subtract it also. So this is my third step. So adding and subtraction will not change anything because it is 0. So you are adding 0, and also multiplying and dividing by 2 means you are multiplying by 1, so which will not change anything. But what you have got here, this is the square format, and this is the square of what? It is a square of x minus 5 over 4 whole square. You can check it, because this is a square minus 2a and 5 over 4 is b. That's why you have b square here, minus. Now we will try to simplify these two. So 5 a square over 4 is your minus 25 over 16 plus 3 over 2. So what you will get here, it is 16 minus 25 plus 24. So you will get minus 1 over 16. So I will write minus 1 over 16 here. That is equal to 0. You can write for all of them equal to 0 because we started with quadratic equation. So now how we can solve it? Okay, so first I will try to solve it, and we know that your point of minima will be minus 116 comma 5 over 4. We will do this in I have the graph in the next slides, so I will prove that this is the point of minima, but here we need to solve it. So for solving it, I can divide everything by 2. So like divide by 2, it will not make any change. So here you will get x minus 5 over 4 whole square minus 1 over 16 is equal to 0. Then you can write x minus 5 over 4 whole square is equal to 1 over 16. Okay, so in the next step, x minus, that's what we got here, square is equal to 1 over 16. The next step is I will take square root. So I will take a square root here and I will take a square root here. So here I will get x minus 5 over 4 is equal to plus minus under root 1 over 16. Okay, so you will get x minus 5 over 4 is equal to plus minus 1 over 4. Then you can take one time positive, one time negative. So x is equal to, if I'm taking I will move minus 5 over 4 next side, another side. So 5 over 4 plus minus 1 over 4. So if you are taking positive, it will become 5 over 4 plus 1 over 4, which will give you this is 6 over 4, which is 3 over 2. Okay, now if you are taking negative, you will get 5 over 4 minus 1 over 4, which is 4 over 4 so you will get x is equal to 1. So these are the two roots of the quadratic equation, and we can see from the graph is cutting at x equal to 1 here. Let me take another color. So the graph is cutting here, x is equal to 1, and this is 3 over 2. Now what about the point of minima? We can see that from this the point of minimum will be 5 over 4 comma minus 1 over 16, and that's what we got. It's very small quantity. This is minus 1 over 16, and this point is your 5 over 4. So hope you understand this completing the square, but I will take one more question and then I will move to a question from the Living Cert exam 2017. So this is the next question. So here what I have to do, I have not given the equation, so which means that I don't need to solve it. I have to just make the square format. So first what I will do, the first step is I will take the 2 outside as a factor, and I can write 6 over 2x plus 3 over 2. Now the second step is I will write something like this: x square minus 6 over 2x, and I will write plus 3 over 2 here. Now okay, this is not the second step. The second step is you have to multiply and divide by 2. So multiply and divide by 2, plus you have to check what is this number. So this is 6 over 4, which is 3 over 2. So I have to take a square of this and I will add it here. 3 over 2 whole square minus 3 over 2 whole square. So this is my third step, and the rest I have to solve. But we can see that this is our complete square. So I can write 2 times x in the bracket, and this was 3 over 2, so 3 over 2 whole square, because this is your a square minus 2ab. So b is your 6 over 4, which is 3 over 2. Then I need to solve this one. So this is your 9 over 4 minus 9 over 4 plus 3 over 2. If you solve this, you will get 4 minus 9 plus 6, and it will give you minus 3 over 4. So this here I have to write minus 3 over 4. Okay, now you can multiply again it by 2 if you want. So 2x minus 3 over 2 whole square minus 3 over 8. So this will be your final answer. Here we don't need to solve it because they have not given this quadratic as an equation. They have given as a expression, so you don't need to solve, just you have to make in the square format. So this is your final answer. Now hope you understand this. Now next I will move to the question which you have got in 2017 Living Cert exam. So okay, this was the graph for the quadratic equation which I have demonstrated here. So our point of minimum will be like this. This is 3 over 4 minus with 3 over 2. So this will be your point of minimum. So let's check. So here it is giving, sorry, I have done some mistake here. This should be 3 over 4. Okay, this should be, because here's 6 over 4. Okay, now let me check once again. So this is 6 over 4. So 6 over 4 is 3 over 2. 3 over 2. Okay, so 6 over 4, 3 over 2. I think this is fine. This is 6 over 2, and this will be your 6 over 2. Okay, so your point of minimum will be this one, 3 over 2 and minus 3 over 4. Now I'm going to solve a Living Cert questions which was given in 2017, and this is a comprehensive question, and it was asked in 2017. So here you can see that they have not given equal to 0, so they are just asking you to make in the form of square. So I will start here. So can I write first, what I will do with this question, I will take 2 outside, so I am taking 2 outside. So x square minus 7 over 2 x, this will become 5 if I'm taking 2 as a factor. Okay, so the next step will be 2, I'll put a bracket x square and I will put minus, which is my second step, and I will 7 over 4x, and then I will write minus 5 here. Okay, so let me choose a different color. Now the second step is I have to multiply by 2, so I will take a red color. I have to multiply it by 2, and also I have to divide by 2, and then I will concentrate on this one. What is this? This is your 7 over 8. So if you take, okay, let me check, this is your, this is 2, this was 2, so this is your 7 over 4. So if you take the square of 7 over 4, you will get 49 over 60. So I will write plus 49 over 60 minus 49 over 60. Okay, so now this is your complete square format, and this is the square format of, I will write here 2x minus 7 over 4, because this is your a square minus 2a, and b is your 7 over 4, and then I have to add these two quantities. So if you add minus 14 over 16 minus 5, you will get 16 minus 49, and this will become 80. So it will become minus 129 over 16. So I have to write here minus 129 over 60. This is now my complete form. Okay, but they want you to write in this form. A will be only with the square format, so I can multiply everything by 2. So what I will get, my final result, I will get 2 times x minus 7 over 4 whole square, and this will become 129 over 8, because I am multiplying this by 2 and that by 2. So this is your final answer for the first question. Now the next step, they have asked you to find the point of minimum. Okay, so the point of minimum, we know that this will be your y coordinates. Okay, let me choose a different color. So we know that this will be your y coordinate, and if you put whatever inside bracket equal to 0, you will get x equal to 7 over 4. So this will be your x coordinate. So the point of minimum will be will be 7 over 4 comma minus 129 over 8. So this will be your point of minimum. Okay, now explain why f must have real roots. So for the real roots, always your discriminant should be greater than equal to 0. So in this quadratic equation, if you look at this quadratic equation, your a is 2, b is your minus 7, and c is your minus 10. Now if this condition is satisfies, b square minus 4ac, if this is greater than equal to 0, or equal to 0, the root should have, the equation should have two real roots. So let's check. So b square is your minus 7 square minus 4, a is your 2, and c is your minus 10. If we'll evaluate this, you will get 49 minus 8 times minus 10 will become plus 80. So you are getting 129, which is always greater than 0. So that's why you are getting this quadratic equation or expression will have two real roots. Now the third step is, the third question they have asked is the last, which is the last question, the roots of the equation. So we know that to find the roots we have to make this equal to 0. So this is my final answer, so I will make this equal to and 0, and I will try to solve it. So if you solve it, what you will get, 2x minus 7 over 4 whole square is equal to 129 over 8. Okay, this is your first step. Now the second step will be, you can write x minus 7 over 4 whole square is equal to 129 over 16. And now then I will take under root both side. So if you will take under root, so there is no space here, so I will write in the middle. If you will take under root, you will get x minus 7 over 4 is equal to plus minus under root 129 over 16. So your x will be equal to 7 over 4 plus minus under root 129 over 16. Now this answer is in the form of p plus minus under root q. So this is your final answer, which is in the form of p plus under root q. So sorry, here there should be a negative also. So x is equal to 7 over 4 plus minus under root 129 over 16. So this is your final answer. And so hope you understand this completing the square. So next time I will come with a new topic. So if you like this video, you can like this video, share with your friend, and subscribe it so that you can get the notification when I will upload the next video. So then see you next time. Bye.